maximizing your player development workflow with Just Play. Today I want to talk about two things. How do we track player development and how do we share info with our players in terms of how they are progressing according to their player development plans? How do we go from wrapping up a workout to having video and stats readily available to us to be shared on Just Play so that by the time our players get out of the locker room, they have both video and analytics that tell them exactly how they performed in terms of the player development plans readily available in one spot on their device? Let's say we're the Memphis Grizzlies and we've created a player development plan for Jake here. We've decided on 3 areas offensively and 3 areas defensively that we want Jake to focus on throughout the offseason. This workflow is easily adapted to fit any type of player development plan you and your staff create, but this is a good example of what it can look like. Offensively, we want Jake to finish better around the rim, we want him to take better care of the ball, and improve his shooting in pick and roll situations. Defensively, we want him to defend closeouts better, improve his hand activity to get more deflections, and increase his overall rebounding activity. Now, how do we go about measuring this on an everyday basis? First, we cut up our workout using Huddle SportsCode. Once we have our video package cut up and ready, we then create an output report that evaluates the performance of each player according to their unique player development plan. Here, we want to make sure that we list the offensive and defensive areas of improvement to help remind Jake of his development plan ahead of tomorrow's workout. We also want to feature the traditional box score stats below in order to give Jake the ability to see his overall performance in a more traditional sense. But most importantly, we have his offensive and defensive evaluation sections that directly evaluate the areas of improvement in his specific plan. We measure the numbers that matter for each area in order to be able to track how Jake performed in this workout. How do we go about sharing this with our players? In Just Play, we make it really easy to create a presentation for that day's workout. We can then open up the SportsCode wizard, and from here we can simply drag and drop or select our SportsCode zip file. The SportsCode wizard then reads the code, the groups, and the labels within that package automatically. We simply match the codes, or rows, within the package with the appropriate destination for each player within the presentation for that day's workout. We then repeat the process for each player in the workout before hitting import. Now, the SportsCode wizard allows us to utilize codes, groups, or labels to auto-name the clips. But in this case, we want Jake to have all of his possessions from the workout, so we'll just leave it as it is. Jumping into Jake's section here within the presentation, and under diagrams, we hit add. This is where we bring in our SportsCode output window. We simply snag a screenshot and then drag and drop this into Just Play. We can quickly move on to the next player within the presentation to repeat the process. But if I go to video and files here, you can now see that Jake's video and his output are both in the appropriate sections within our presentation for today's workout. As soon as we share it and make it active within our team, our players will now get a notification on their phone immediately that today's workout is available in the Just Play app. Now with one click, they open the app. A second click, they open the section for today's workout, and they can immediately see how they performed in the areas of their player development plan, as well as any film that we want to share from today's workout.